Day 110. Four gems, 66 coins. Our allowance is massive. Hi, Dakoval, how are you? Welcome in. Mwah. All right, let's see what happens. Can we stick a garden in a hole in the ground? We can. I'm not going to get my spread fruit throughout the house, but let's see what happens. That's interesting. Well, there's a bunch of dig spots out here, and I do get my antechamber levers. I am going to rotate this around all four directions to see what happens. Because I am assuming it will just be the same things, but you never know. Okay, there's good old Orinda Ares. It's definitely the room with the most weird shit, yeah. Also, there's a swan on that, and I'm like... Play this game and stream it for you. I was gonna say, Daco, do you stream? I didn't think I had seen you ever streaming. Yeah. The one thing I am curious about is what happens if we put the moon here? To my knowledge, he has never streamed. Yeah, I was gonna say. He's asking him to set up a stream just to play this game for you. I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah, this room, I always have the thought of, like, there being another puzzle here. Specifically, if I can get, like, the moon one direction, the swan facing another direction, and then, like, the wind blowing a different direction. You know what I mean? Like, somehow... What does the clock tower say? The moon's north there. But see, that would just be like... That would just be this solution. You know? Swan is south. Yeah, I don't know. That one I'm going to have to ruminate on a little bit. Please just delete it and let me turn them quicker. Fair. Because you know how there's that thing in the clock tower? I'm like, is that relevant? Okay, so we have the secret garden. We have a metal detector and running shoes. And we have the banner of the king right now. So our goal today is get to room 46 and end there. That's really my goal. If I can get a couple more... The poem in the clock tower? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to figure out what that's related to. If I can get a couple more blue memos at room rank 8, I will be happy with that too. Nice. Lovely. Let's go this way, go down, hopefully. Parlor will do it. Give me all the gems in the world. Or I could hang on to the wind-up key, because there's a part of me that is extremely convinced that I can use the wind-up key for something else. We'll go commissary, buy all the items. Yes. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm going to hang on to the wind-up key. That's a good observatory. We'll do that, and then I'll go down and draft some of the other stuff. Yeah, let's see. This is just giving me this plus whatever. But didn't we have a... Yeah, the planetarium said the Inkwell is not the largest constellation. So we keep going. I imagine it will only be after like 70. We'll probably have 51 through 20 will be just like 1 through 20, and then at some point after that we'll get something different, but maybe not. Okay, we'll go back, draft out of the other places, and then we have observatory. Did I click this one? I think I want to. Because I have the mantle of the Banner of the King. I could, like... I was thinking I had the crown. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm not scared of red rooms anymore. I mean, I am a little scared of the archives. But... Clock Tower poem was either solved and not just relevant, or unsolved. Yeah, that figures. We'll do mailroom. Order placed. See, look at these little doodles. These are just like the doodles that were in A New Clue and the new book. A New Clue. It looks so much like that. Kind of think unsolved because the dark days are coming forth because the... Yeah, exactly. The dark days are coming forth. Exactly. It's such a weird... It would be such a weird thing to put in there and not be intentional. I don't love any of these. So I think we'll do a corridor and just hope we get something that curves up. Laboratory seems like a great thing here. A lot of extra words just to do that, I know. No fancy items today? Okay, experiment set up. A random item, then set my keys to 0. Gain 1 key for every 30 steps you have. Gain 1 star. So 1 key for every 30 steps I have is the safest option. Like, that would just be a safe thing. Gain 1 star gives me the potential of missing the next constellation, but I also think it might be pretty high. So I'm not... And then if I don't have my master key, gain a random item that set my keys to 0 is pretty nerve-wracking. We'll just do this. I have a goal today, and it's get to room 46. Anything new? New. There's actually 2 file cabinet keys and Babbage. I hid for the Baron, but I think the one you're talking about is buried by the girl on the patio. Have to double check the aquarium. Yeah, I already know that. Although the other thing I could do, if I had thought about it, I could run the experiment, try to hit a bunch, and then run the not do security. Wait, hang on, do I have a key card? I don't. And unlock everything. Run the shelter thing. That would be a kind of a risky play, but a fun one. Okay, we'll set security to low for now. We have all the gems in the world, but no keys. So we need to find keys. Break room will give me at least some sort of a key. Okay, now we're getting keys anyway. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course I'm going to get keys. Oh my god, simple arithmetic? 32 minus 18? What is that, 16? No, that's not right. I said it's 22 minus 8 is 14. 14. Not simple arithmetic. Oh, fuck my life. They fooled us with the first one. Alright, half of 15 is 7.5. Rounded is 8. Reversed is 80. Is that the order that I do this in? Here's some fuck-ass shit, right? Good god. Or do I do the, like, flip it and reverse it first? But I think the outer thing technically is, like, always immediate, right? Like, it's always half of this. Which bothers me because this is, like, half of this, whereas the thirds are done inside the lines. Half of 7 is 3.5. Maybe like 84, flipped would be 48. See, now I'm just getting to too high of numbers. Plus 2.5 would be 51. Like 50.5, 51, flipped would be 15. The outermost ring, 15. Plus 1.5 would be like 16.5. 17, flipped would be 71. That doesn't make any sense at all. The order of operations here is so unclear. if I do like... So I made a browser thing to solve these puzzles. If I knew the if I just sort of figure out like what the order of operations is, do I do half of the listed number? All these numbers are odd, which makes doing half of the listed number weird, right? But like doing half of 15, then rounding up makes a little more sense than doing half of 51 and rounding up, if that makes... I don't know. Unless I do the flip it and reverse it, then the rounding. So is it like 7.5, flip it and reverse it, 5.7, then round to 6? You know what I mean? Inner to outer on the bullseye, flip it, reverse it, and then round. That makes sense. Inner to outer makes sense on the bullseye. But the outermost ring sort of like takes even priority over everything in some ways. So like, because if it's X'd, you just don't even do it at all, you know? Yeah, exactly. So if I do it inside out, if I do it outer ring in then inside out from the bullseye, it would be like 7.5. If we assume flip it and reverse it around the decimal point, that would be 5.7. Rounded would be 6. Then we get to the next one. Half of 7 is 3.5. So that would be 9.5. Flipped in reverse would be 5.9. Rounded would be 6. Plus 2.5 would be 8.5. Flipped in reverse would be 5.8. Rounded would be 6. They might be trying to do a funny thing where it's always 6. Plus 1.5 would be 7.5. Flip and reverse it would be 5.7. Takes you to 6. I wonder if it's 6. If this is one of those overly complicated... Yeah, it's just 6. Get fucked. Alright, let's go here. We have keys now, at least. Pantry, rotunda. Do pantry, easy peasy. I'm still waiting for them. I would love a message in the electronic mail of where my last upgrade is. Do Great Hall. Yeah, we already did that. Because I know I'm missing one upgrade disc. But I don't know what. We can do weight room here, or I can do secret passage, go to try to force Cloister of Rinna. Let's do that, actually. Oh, fuck my life, I clicked the wrong one. Undo, undo, undo. Oh well. You know, we'll do foyer here. Fuck you, Great Hall. Actually relatively okay with that. Library goes up. Morning room gives me more gems. We'll just do library. I don't know what I want to check out. Like, I just don't have any priority at all for what to check out. Ooh, lost and found. I could make it a dead end. I'll never have to enter it again. Magnifying glass? I'm relatively okay with that. Okay, I want to find the... Aha! What? Something new showed up. But what? Investor needed? Oh, one more thing to take a picture of and go, what the fuck is that? Does it never end? That actually says, does it never end? DOESITNEVEREND. What? I need a stronger drink. Does it never end? Part of me wants to go to the observatory and draft up from there, but maybe from the foyer I can make a room with 4 doors. Passageway. Let's try to draft over here. Yeah, drawing room seems perfect. That is going to fuck me up. For a while. Okay, we'll go passageway and try to draft like back down. I like the cloister. I'd rather have it further to the side. Take the weight room here. Oh my god, of course it's going to be 3 keycard doors. Of course it is. Alright, if I can get my hands on a... utility closet. Thank you, Moose. Moose heard I needed a stronger drink and was like, I am here to provide. We'll take treasure trove. Alright, now we have a white box with a sun, which we assume means it's going to be true. Okay. Infinity symbol means unknown, death, and number 8. This is a blue memo, which we assume to be always true. Okay, it's not very helpful, but hey, whatever. Rotunda seems pretty decent here. I love a utility closet. Or just getting a key card. We'll do vestibule here. That'll bypass the weight room. Key card there. Redraw. Here's a cloister spot. We do have a shovel. Maybe we'll get some things. Okay, this one's probably locked. It isn't. Morning room, fine. Feel luckier. Let's go down. Don't have a secret garden key. Use our redraw here. Ew. Let's go locksmith. Just trying to avoid archive. Should have put on the mantle, the banner of the king there. Okay. Let's try blue. take the storeroom here. Turnips are wonderful right now. I actually want turnips. Yeah, secret garden key. I know I want green rooms or blue rooms here. But I did that for two reasons. One, I have the key. Two, I might get turnips out of it. Three, it spreads fruit through the house, so I'll be better able to make it back down, basically. Car keys. Not a key card. Oop. Forgot about that. Okay. Study is pretty great here. I can still get in the right side of the antechamber, so... So... Let's... Yeah, this is why we did the secret garden. Was for the fruit. I don't see a fruit in there. Let's go up. Mechanarium or clock tower? Let's do clock tower. I know we already have some of these, but I wanted to do clock tower anyway, just so I could review this note, and it'll help us tomorrow a little bit. Battery pack. Sacred. Southward I see a swan. Passion like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. I'll take a picture of this just in case I never did. Okay, so we want to go through the rotunda now. Up here. Dining room is not what I need for new rooms, but it does give me... It gives me steps and it gives me doors. So I'm going to take it. Okay, let's go here. Walk-in closet's a new one. Sleeping mask, useful. Walk-in closet we have not yet seen a memo in. There it is. Okay. Her ladyship, Clara Epson, died 11th June 1983. I feel like that date is important somehow. I don't know why. Okay, anything that goes left. Security will do it. Okay. Hey, actually, I want furnace right now because that'll make my pizza better. The poem be poeming. Nick, I found investor needed, aka does it never end? What the actual fuck? Yeah. Okay, that should be enough for me to go. What does it mean? I don't fucking know. All I know is that it is an anagram of does it never end? I have enough steps. I can go down and do, I think, draft these additional rooms and still make it back to room 46. I mean, maybe it's just a commentary on late stage capitalism. Does it never end? Investor needed, right? Okay, yeah, I can go here. Go. Oh, I still don't have a key card. Yeah, I have to go down further. I have to go down the long way around. It's fine. There should be some fruit scattered around too. And this is denoted in verse. Yeah, the does it never end is gonna drive me a little batty, I think. Where are we going? We're going up through here. Through the observatory. I don't want to do the telescope. redacted. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so utility closet would break open the weight room. I'd still have to go all the way back around to do it at this point, so that doesn't seem that great. Chapel's fine. It's gonna try to give me the chapel until I draft it. It's gonna do the same with archives too. Okay, I can make power hammer. Planetarium. Hello. What have we got? Dowager. Okay. Planetarium contains trunk. Lovely. Dowager the Untamed. All right. Well, that's an upgrade. Not a very good one, but it's an upgrade. I don't have anything to save. But I did want to do that while I had the telescope. So, yeah, I don't have anything to save my items. So I think we just go up, end in room 46, and then tomorrow try to we'll resolve the puzzle in room 46 and see if there's anything different in there. And we still have a couple days left of the Blessing of the Monk even after that, so we can try to come up with some more creative rooms. But we did get a planetarium upgrade. We got one new blue memo we hadn't read. We saw investor needed, or investor, yeah, needed. And I cried myself to sleep. Oh shit. I don't have my fucking foundation. And I didn't do throne room or anything. Okay, we have to do something else. I could do treasure trove. Try to just power that forward a little bit. I could do study. Yeah, let's do study. Guarantee that as my first room. Oh, I'm trying to end in room 46. But I don't have a north antechamber level open because I don't have enough steps and I don't have my foundation. But we'll end in the study. That way I can have my study superpower right from the beginning. I don't have enough steps. Not to make it all the way down there and back. I only have 20 steps. Because I hit weight room partway through. Yeah, I didn't before anyway. But if I had gone from the left side of the house, I probably would have. But if I had thought of it when I was doing the planetarium and stuff. But at this point I don't. It's fine. We'll end in the study. Make sure I have the gem power first thing tomorrow, basically. So I can force draft a few rooms, hopefully. We'll call it here. Garden Chateau of Tomorrow. 5 tomorrow rooms, really. Let's see. Clock Tower, Morning Room, Break Room, Mail Room, Planetarium. Got it. BRB. Yeah, I need to BRB as well. Break time.